The story begins with Earth under siege. Humanity's last hope lies on the planet, surrounded by a vast and ruthless alien empire. The Galactic Tyrant, a tyrannical ruler known for his cruelty and technological supremacy, has set his sights on Earth, believing that the planet will fall without resistance. His fleet, a massive armada of warships, drones, and AI-controlled machines, hovers above Earth's atmosphere, ready to begin their invasion. With advanced weapons and technology at their disposal, the Tyrant's forces are far superior to anything Earth can muster. Earth's military is barely able to defend itself, most of its defenses have been shattered by previous attacks, and the human resistance seems doomed. As the Tyrant's fleet launches its first wave of assault, the sky above Earth is filled with explosions. Massive warships unleash orbital bombardments, raining destruction on the cities below. The air is thick with smoke and dust as buildings crumble, and humanity's last stronghold begins to feel the weight of the invasion. The Tyrant's robotic soldiers land on the surface, marching through the ruins, securing their victory with every step. Earth's resistance, led by Commander Rain, is outnumbered and outgunned. The battle feels hopeless, and with every passing moment, humanity's chances of survival grow slimmer. But then, something unexpected happens. Within the first 5 minutes of the battle, a mysterious surge of power sweeps through the Tyrant's fleet. At first, it's small, an odd energy pulse, too weak to have any real effect. But soon, the pulse grows stronger, disrupting the alien fleet systems. The once mighty warships start to malfunction. Their weapons systems flicker, their cloaking devices flicker in and out, and their communication networks scramble. The Tyrant's commanders, confused and panicked, struggle to identify the source of the disturbance. The fleet begins to fall into disarray as ships lose power, causing chaos and uncertainty within their ranks. The Tyrant himself watches in disbelief as his supposedly flawless technology fails. He orders his commanders to find the source of the disruption, commanding them to deploy cloaking devices and send out scouting drones to search the surface of Earth. The alien forces are now hunting for an invisible enemy, but they have no idea what they're up against. Commander Rain and his elite soldiers, meanwhile, are fighting tooth and nail, desperately holding on as they await their final hope, the activation of a secret weapon that Earth has been working on for years. For the human resistance, the Dyson sphere, humanity's greatest secret, is their last hope. Hidden deep underground, the Dyson sphere is a massive energy field capable of harnessing the power of the sun. The human scientists and engineers have worked in secret for decades to build this machine, knowing that it might be humanity's only chance to survive. With the Tyrant's forces closing in, Commander Rain makes the difficult decision to activate the Dyson sphere. It's their only chance, and they must trust that it will work. As Rain gives the order, the ground shakes, and the atmosphere seems to vibrate with the intensity of the energy building beneath the Earth's surface. A massive, glowing sphere begins to form, charging with an unimaginable amount of power. The ground beneath the Resistance's command center cracks, and energy surges through the planet. A pulse of raw energy bursts into the sky, sending shockwaves into space. The Tyrant's fleet, still grappling with the malfunctioning systems, feels the impact of the pulse as it ripples through their ships. The alien fleet trembles as the energy from the Dyson sphere shakes them to their core. The disturbance is so powerful that the Tyrant's commanders can no longer deny the threat. Ships that were once unstoppable now falter, their shields flickering and collapsing under the pressure of the energy pulse. The Tyrant's fleet begins to lose control, with entire sections of their ships plummeting out of orbit. This new, mysterious weapon is something they didn't anticipate, and it has caught them completely off guard. The Tyrant is furious. He has never encountered an opponent with such power, and this sudden shift in the balance of power makes him uneasy. But he knows that he cannot afford to lose Earth. He orders his forces to regroup and prepare for a counterattack. Meanwhile, the human resistance holds their breath, waiting to see if their weapon will truly work. Will the Dyson sphere be able to turn the tide of battle? And will humanity's last hope be enough to stop the overwhelming alien empire? The suspense is unbearable, and the audience is left wondering, what will happen next? The tyrant, who once thought Earth's defeat was inevitable, now faces an enemy unlike anything he's ever encountered. Will humanity rise to the challenge, or will they fall to the might of the alien empire? The stage is set for a battle that will determine the fate of Earth and its people. The mystery of the Dyson sphere and the sudden chaos in the alien fleet hook the audience, pulling them deeper into the story. They are left with questions that will only be answered as the fight for Earth intensifies, setting the stage for the action-packed showdown that's about to unfold. The Earth's resistance forces are on the edge of a final, desperate battle. Humanity's hope now rests on the success of the Dyson sphere, a weapon unlike any the tyrant's forces have ever faced. Deep underground, in a hidden facility, Commander Rain and his team work tirelessly to activate the massive energy field. They know this is their only chance to turn the tide, but there is little time left. Every moment that passes, the alien fleet grows closer, and the tyrant's forces move closer to claiming victory. Commander Rain stands over a control panel, sweat trickling down his face, watching the numbers tick down. The energy is building, but it's taking longer than expected. The tension in the room is palpable. The soldiers around Rain, all of them exhausted from the ongoing battle, hold their breath as they wait for the Dyson sphere to power up. Each second feels like an eternity, and the pressure weighs heavily on their shoulders. Outside, the devastation continues. The tyrant has ordered a brutal orbital bombardment, and human cities are being torn apart by relentless waves of explosions. Above, the sky is darkened with fire. The alien ships rain destruction on Earth's cities, and from the surface, the people can see the firestorms and shockwaves rip through their homes. As humanity watches their cities crumble, there is a feeling of hopelessness in the air. But deep down, those fighting for Earth still believe in their cause. They hold on to the idea that human ingenuity can still triumph, even against such overwhelming odds. And within the heart of the resistance, the belief in the Dyson sphere keeps them going. Meanwhile, we shift to the soldiers on the front lines, fighters like Bonner, a battle-hardened veteran, and his small group of elite troops. They have faced countless battles, but nothing like this. Bonner, who has seen so many of his comrades fall, speaks with a quiet resolve to his team. "We've lost so much, but we can't give up now," he says, his voice carrying a weight of both exhaustion and determination. The soldiers gather around him, their faces reflecting the pain of what they've already sacrificed, but they also see the fire in Bonner's eyes. They are in this fight together, and no matter what happens, they will stand strong. Bonner's team shares moments of brotherhood, their bond becoming stronger as they prepare for their final mission. The gravity of the situation is clear. This is their last stand, and they know that they may not survive. Yet, there's a quiet strength that comes from fighting for something greater than themselves. They've seen the destruction the tyrant has caused, and they know they must push forward, not just for themselves, but for everyone who still believes in Earth's future. Just as the tyrant's forces prepare to launch their final assault, something unexpected happens. The Dyson sphere, which had been steadily building power, suddenly hums to life. The air vibrates with the surge of energy, and all eyes turn to the massive device as it comes online. A bright, pulsating light begins to shoot outward from the sphere, filling the sky. The energy from the Dyson sphere creates a gravitational field that extends outward, pulling the tyrant's fleet into a chaotic orbit. Alien ships, once invincible, now struggle to maintain control, their systems malfunctioning as they are caught in the overwhelming force of the sphere's power. The alien forces panic as they lose control of their ships. The ships are pulled closer to Earth, unable to escape the gravitational pull of the Dyson sphere. Some of the fleet's most advanced warships break apart, and the alien drones crash onto the surface, unable to stop their descent. The tyrant, watching from his command center, roars in anger and disbelief as his once mighty fleet begins to disintegrate. For the first time in this war, he feels fear. In the midst of the chaos, the human resistance fighters can see the result of their struggle: the Dyson sphere is working. The weapon is causing massive damage to the alien fleet, and for the first time in days, there is hope. The soldiers, including Bonner and his comrades, share a moment of relief, knowing that their fight is not in vain. The tide is beginning to turn. But this victory is only the beginning. The battle is far from over, and Earth's survival still hangs in the balance. The Dyson sphere may have given humanity a fighting chance, but the tyrant won't give up so easily. As the battle continues, the humans are determined to fight on, knowing they are now the ones with the advantage. The fate of Earth depends on them, and they are ready to give everything to ensure the survival of humanity. Part 3, Terror Strikes the Tyrant. The tyrant stands in his command center, his eyes wide with disbelief. His once mighty fleet, made up of the most advanced warships in the galaxy, is falling apart before him. The Dyson sphere's power is unlike anything the tyrant has ever faced. The energy is distorting the very fabric of space around Earth, sending shockwaves through the alien fleet. The ships that were once invincible now find themselves completely out of control, caught in the unrelenting grip of the Dyson sphere's gravitational pull. The tyrant's fleet, with its sophisticated cloaking devices and AI-controlled drones, was designed to be unstoppable. But now, those same advanced technologies are failing. The cloaking devices malfunction, causing the once invisible ships to flicker and appear in plain sight. The drones, which had been a terrifying force on the battlefield, are rendered useless. They no longer obey their commands and crash helplessly into one another, adding to the chaos. The alien forces are in disarray, and the tyrant's pride begins to crumble. In his command center, the tyrant roars in fury as he watches his perfect army fall apart. His face twists with rage, but underneath the anger, there is fear, something he has never felt before. This unexpected weapon, the Dyson sphere, is threatening to destroy everything he has worked for. His arrogance, which once made him believe that victory was certain, now gives way to panic. He realizes that humanity, whom he had underestimated, could actually defeat him. In a desperate bid to salvage what's left of his forces, the tyrant orders a full retreat. His voice shakes as he commands his fleet to break formation and escape Earth's gravitational field. But the Dyson sphere's power is too strong. No matter how hard the tyrant's fleet tries, they cannot escape the pull. The ships, caught in the grip of the sphere, are helpless. The once dominant alien warships are now at the mercy of the human weapon, and retreat is no longer an option. As the tyrant watches helplessly, the human resistance takes advantage of the opening created by the Dyson sphere's power. Commander Rain, seeing the alien fleet in disarray, orders his forces to engage. The tide has turned, and humanity's soldiers are ready to fight. Armed with the energy of the Dyson sphere, the human forces launch a counteroffensive. The battle that follows is fierce and relentless. In space, human ships equipped with the energy from the Dyson sphere move swiftly, using the distortion in space to outmaneuver the alien fleet. The once imposing alien ships are now slow and vulnerable, unable to respond as the humans strike with precision. The once overwhelming power of the tyrant's fleet now crumbles under the weight of humanity's counterattack. On the ground, humanity's soldiers engage in brutal close-quarters combat with the alien invaders. The streets are filled with the sounds of gunfire and explosions as humans fight back against the invaders who had once seemed unstoppable. Bonner, leading his squad of elite soldiers, charges into battle, his heart pounding with adrenaline. He and his comrades fight side by side, pushing back the alien invaders one battle at a time. The once feared alien drones fall before them, their advanced technology no match for the sheer will and determination of humanity. The tyrant, now completely trapped, watches in horror as his forces are picked apart. His army, once the greatest in the galaxy, is now in disarray. The human resistance, fueled by the power of the Dyson sphere, has become an unstoppable force. The tyrant's confidence is shattered, replaced by a deep sense of dread as he realizes that Earth, once on the brink of destruction, may now be the key to his downfall. As the battle rages on, the tyrant is faced with a terrifying truth: his empire, his pride, and his overwhelming power may not be enough to save him from the humans he once thought weak. The momentum has shifted, and the tyrant's forces are losing their grip. His fear grows with every passing second, as the once invincible alien fleet falls apart, piece by piece. The fight for Earth is far from over, but for the first time, the tyrant knows that defeat is a real possibility. The suspense builds to an unbearable level, leaving the audience on edge as the tyrant's grand empire crumbles before humanity's resilience. What will he do next? Can he still find a way to escape, or is this the beginning of his ultimate defeat? The story keeps the audience hooked as they witness the tyrant's terror unfold. The battle for Earth has reached its most intense moment. The alien fleet, broken and disorganized, is still fighting with every last bit of strength, but humanity's forces, empowered by the Dyson sphere, push forward with determination. Commander Rain and his soldiers are leading the charge, their resolve stronger than ever. They know this is their final chance to stop the tyrant and save Earth, and they're willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory. Rain and his elite team have made their way onto the command ship of the alien fleet, the heart of the tyrant's empire. The alien ship is a massive, terrifying structure, and its bridge is a labyrinth of advanced technology. The resistance forces fight their way through, taking down alien soldiers and AI drones with precision. The atmosphere is charged with tension. The crew of Rain's team is exhausted, but they push on, knowing that their mission could change the fate of humanity forever. Finally, they reach the tyrant's throne room, where the battle truly begins. The tyrant stands, surrounded by his elite guards, massive warriors, armed with advanced weapons, and ready to fight to the death to protect their ruler. The tyrant sneers, confident in his superiority, but he can see the determination in Rain's eyes. There is no surrender in these humans, no fear. The tyrant orders his guards to attack, and the room erupts into chaos. Rain and his team clash with the alien soldiers in brutal close-quarters combat. The sound of weapons clashing, the hum of energy shields, and the growl of the alien soldiers fills the air. Rain is locked in a one-on-one duel with the tyrant's right-hand man, a towering alien who wields a blade crackling with deadly energy. Their fight is fierce, each blow landing with a terrifying force, but Rain's resolve is unwavering. He knows he must win, not just for Earth, but for the soldiers who have already fallen. As the battle rages, Bonner, who has fought side by side with Rain through countless battles, finds himself facing overwhelming odds. His squad is pushing forward, but they are outnumbered. Bonner knows the only way to ensure Rain's success is to make the ultimate sacrifice. He spots a group of alien drones advancing on the team's position, their weapons trained on Rain's path. Without hesitation, Bonner charges, taking down drone after drone, but he is struck by a fatal blow in the process. In his final moments, Bonner looks up at Rain, nodding with silent approval. He has given his life to ensure the mission succeeds. His sacrifice fuels Rain's resolve, and with a heart full of determination and rage, Rain activates the final phase of the Dyson sphere. The energy field around Earth pulses one last time, releasing a massive, devastating blast. The energy wave surges through space, striking the alien ship with incredible force. The blast rips through the ship's shields, disabling them completely. The tyrant, caught off guard, watches in horror as his ship is thrown into a violent freefall. The once unbeatable fortress of alien technology is now spiraling out of control, falling toward Earth's atmosphere. Explosions rock the ship, as the remaining alien forces try desperately to regain control, but it's too late. The ship's systems fail, and the tyrant is left with nothing but the knowledge that his empire is crumbling. Outside the ship, the final moments of the battle unfold in a stunning visual spectacle. Explosions light up the sky as Rain and his team continue to fight, their weapons crackling with energy. Drones fall from the sky in a shower of sparks, while Earth's atmosphere burns with the flames of orbital bombardment. The chaos is unimaginable, but through it all, the humans hold their ground. Rain, despite his pain and the weight of Bonner's sacrifice, leads his team to victory. The tyrant's command ship plunges into Earth's atmosphere, disintegrating in a blaze of fire and debris. The battle is over. Humanity has triumphed. But the cost has been great. Bonner is gone, and many other brave soldiers have given their lives for this victory. But the resistance has won, and Earth has been saved. The tyrant's reign of terror is over. As the dust settles, Rain stands with his team, looking out over the battlefield. Their mission is complete, but the loss is heavy. They have saved Earth, but they know that their fight, humanity's fight, will never truly be over. The victory is bittersweet, but it is a victory nonetheless. The tyrant is defeated, and Earth stands strong once again. As Earth's Dyson sphere reaches its full power, the final moments of the battle unfold with overwhelming intensity. The massive energy field, a weapon humanity had kept hidden for so long, now surges outward in a spectacular display of power. The very fabric of space itself distorts as a massive gravitational wave pulses from the Dyson sphere, and it strikes the heart of the tyrant's flagship with devastating force. The alien ship, once an imposing symbol of the tyrant's dominance, begins to buckle under the immense strain. The hull groans, and its systems flicker in and out of control as the gravitational wave warps everything around it. Inside the flagship's command center, the tyrant stands frozen, his eyes wide with disbelief. His once confident, arrogant demeanor falters, replaced by desperation. He had never imagined that humanity, mere humans, could possess such a weapon. The tyrant had been so sure of his victory, but now, he is witnessing the collapse of everything he built. His elite fleet, his most advanced warships, are no match for the power of the Dyson sphere. The shockwave continues to disrupt his ship's systems, and panic begins to spread throughout the command center. The tyrant, once all-powerful, now feels the cold grip of fear. In a frantic attempt to salvage what's left of his empire, the tyrant orders a full retreat. But it is too late. The gravitational wave is unrelenting, and his fleet is already falling apart. The ships begin to disintegrate, their once impenetrable shields failing one by one as they are torn apart by the immense power. Drones and warships crash into each other, spiraling out of control, as the very force of the Dyson sphere rips through them. The tyrant's empire is crumbling around him, and there is no escape. In his panic, the tyrant's voice echoes through the bridge, demanding that his fleet disengage. But the escape is impossible. The Dyson sphere has locked the fleet in its gravitational pull, and no ship, no matter how advanced, can escape. The tyrant's flagship, now crippled and falling toward Earth's atmosphere, is no longer the symbol of invincibility it once was. Instead, it is a broken hulk, helpless against the power of humanity's final weapon. The once feared ruler of the galaxy is now powerless, a shadow of his former self. On Earth, the resistance forces watch in awe as the alien fleet disintegrates in the sky above them. Humanity's forces, emboldened by the power of the Dyson sphere, now control the skies. The battle is over, and the alien invaders are defeated. The ships that once threatened Earth now burn as they fall, their remains scattering across the atmosphere. Humanity's victory is undeniable. The skies above Earth, once filled with the threat of destruction, are now clear, and the people below can only stare in disbelief at what they've just accomplished. The entire galaxy seems to hold its breath as the news spreads. The once mighty Galactic Tyrant has been defeated by the underdog species, humanity. The tyrant, who had once believed that Earth would fall easily, has been overthrown. His empire, vast and oppressive, is no more. The galaxy watches in stunned silence, as humanity's victory ripples out into the stars. Earth has defied all odds, standing strong in the face of an unimaginable threat. As the Dyson sphere begins to power down, its immense energy slowly fades, signaling the end of the tyrant's reign. The energy that had once surged through the sphere now calms, and the once bright lights dim. The battle is over, and humanity has emerged victorious. Commander Rain stands at the edge of the battlefield, looking up toward the sky. The air is still, and the quiet after the storm feels almost surreal. He knows the fight for Earth is over, but the war is far from finished. There are still challenges ahead, still threats to face. But for now, humanity has won. They have proven that even against the most advanced and powerful forces in the galaxy, they can stand tall and fight back. As Rain looks toward the stars, he knows that Earth's victory is just the beginning. The tyrant is defeated, but the future is full of unknowns. With the Dyson sphere's power fading, and the galaxy witnessing humanity's strength, Rain knows that the next chapter is yet to be written. Whatever challenges lie ahead, humanity is ready to face them, united and stronger than ever. And with that, the final battle ends, but the story of humanity's rise has only just begun.